If you're a man and you've started losing your hair, then this video is for you, because we're going to cover common treatment options for male pattern hair loss, including medications as well as other procedures that you should be aware of. Now, the most common cause of hair loss in men is male pattern hair loss, and it can begin early, even in your late teens or early 20s. By the age of 50, more than half of white men have a visible sign of male pattern hair loss, like noticeable thinning, a receding hairline, or even balding. So how does male pattern hair loss progress? Well, generally speaking, male pattern baldness tends to develop slowly. And the good news is that there are treatment options that are available if this is something that you want to treat. Now, the primary aim of treatment is to try and reduce further hair loss, and some men actually regrow a bit of their hair following the treatment. Now, the men who tend to see the best results start treatment soon after noticing the hair loss beginning. So let's cover some of the potential treatment options, and we'll start off by discussing medications. Now, in the USA, the FDA have approved certain medications for male pattern hair loss, and these are also available in the UK. Now, the first of these is topical minoxidil, which in the US is available without a prescription. Topical just means that you rub it into the scalp. Now, this is one of the most commonly used treatments for male pattern hair loss, and in clinical trials, minoxidil has been shown to reduce hair loss, stimulate hair growth, as well as strengthen existing strands of hair. However, whilst minoxidil can help, you're unlikely to see full regrowth of your hair. In terms of use, well, you should always follow the instructions given by your health provider and on the information leaflet, but generally you should apply this medication to your scalp, and typically you're going to apply it twice a day, every day. Now, in terms of how long it takes to see results, well, some men respond to minoxidil better than others, and some men fail to see any difference. If minoxidil works for you, then it can take up to 6 to 12 months to see results. And again, it's important to follow the specific directions that are given to you by your health provider. Now, like any other medication, minoxidil can have side effects, so I would recommend that you always read the information leaflet inside the medication pack before you start to use it, so that you're aware of the potential side effects that might arise. Now, some men develop an irritated scalp, but the newer formulation, which is a foam, seems to reduce this risk. Other possible side effects include an itchy scalp or as well as headaches. Now, many men see results when they use only minoxidil. If you see a dermatologist, then your dermatologist may add a prescription medication to your treatment plan. This can improve results, but when you stop applying minoxidil, generally you lose its benefits. Because minoxidil helps you to maintain your hair's thickness, some hairs may look and feel thinner. You'll also gradually notice that you're shedding more hair once you stop using it. Now, the second common medication is something called finasteride. This is a prescription medication, meaning that you're going to need to see your health provider, who will prescribe it, and they'll weigh up whether or not this is suitable for you before doing so. Now, finasteride has been shown to slow down further hair loss in about 80 to 90% of men taking it. Some men may also see some hair regrowth, which tends to occur in men who start finasteride when they first notice signs of hair loss. Now, generally, taking finasteride involves taking a pill every day. Now, if finasteride helps you, you'll generally start to see results in about 6 months. Again, like any medication, there are side effects to be aware of. Now, this is important that we cover these. These include decreased sex drive, the inability to get or keep an erection, swelling and tenderness of the breast area, and in some cases, depression. It's also been reported that sexual side effects can continue after the patient stops taking finasteride. Now, due to the seriousness of these side effects, you'll need to have a detailed discussion with your doctor before they prescribe this medication. Now, to maintain results, you must continue taking one pill every day. Once you stop taking finasteride, hair loss generally returns. Again, you should weigh up this with your doctor and discuss the benefits as well as risks of taking finasteride. Now, if we move away from medications, there are some other potential options for you. Now, some affected individuals find wigs, toupees, and even hair extensions very helpful in disguising hair loss. Here in the UK, generally speaking, only synthetic wigs are available under the NHS. Now, synthetic wigs and hairpieces, such as a toupee, usually last about 6 to 9 months. They're easy to wash and maintain, but they can be susceptible to heat damage and may be hot to wear. Real hair wigs or hair pieces can look more natural, can be styled with low heat, and are cooler to wear. Another option is skin camouflage. With this option, spray preparations containing small pigmented fibres are available from the internet and may help to disguise the condition in some individuals. However, these preparations are likely to wash away if the hair gets wet, so for example if it rains, you're swimming, or you sweat a lot. Finally, here in the UK, surgical treatment is not offered under the NHS. This can be sought privately, however. Now, surgical options include hair transplantation, which is a procedure where hair follicles are taken from the back and sides of the scalp and transplanted onto the bald areas. Another option is scalp reduction, where a section of the bald area is removed and the hair-bearing scalp is stretched to cover the gap. In the USA, several laser devices are now available to treat hair loss at home, and in the USA, the FDA has cleared some of these. Now, if you see FDA cleared on the packaging or within the information about the laser, this means that the FDA recognises the laser as a safe treatment, but whether or not they work will depend on the individual who is using them. It's also important to remember that the requirements for getting FDA cleared are much less stringent than for getting FDA approved, so this subtle wording difference is one that you should be aware of. Now, there's also something called platelet-rich plasma, or PRP, and whilst PRP is not a permanent solution, maintenance treatments can help you maintain results. Now, because this is not really done in the UK, I'm not going to cover it in this video, but it's just worth mentioning so that you're aware of it and you can do your own research on this. Now, for more information on male pattern hair loss, please see the resources in the description box of this video. I've included these from trusted resources, so things like the British Association of Dermatologists and the NHS website, as well as some trusted American websites if you are from the USA. Now, if you want to share your own experiences to help others, please do so in the comments section of the video, and please consider subscribing to the channel for weekly health education videos. Once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.